remember in the last episode of Season 4 of Demon Slayer when Muzan went to Ubuyashiki's house to kill him? At this very moment, he was attacked and trapped in a lot of bad things. But what if Muzan had skipped that fight? How might that have shaken up the final showdown, if he wasn't trapped by this huge explosion or poisoned by Tamayo? Well, stick around to find out. First off, let's see why Muzan might choose not to attack Ubuyashiki. There are a couple of compelling reasons. Muzan, being the egotistical villain he is, might think the Demon Slayer Corps is no real threat. He could believe that targeting the Hashira would be a more direct way to eliminate the threat they pose. Instead of attacking the head of the organization, Muzan might decide to take out the strongest fighters first. By doing so, he hopes to weaken the Corps from the top down, thinking that a headless organization would collapse on its own. Now, let's discuss how Ubuyashiki's survival would influence the Demon Slayer Corps. Kagaya Ubuyashiki is not just the leader, he's the heart and soul of the organization. His survival would have profound implications. With Ubuyashiki alive, the Demon Slayer Corps would experience a significant morale boost. Ubuyashiki is a symbol of hope and determination. His strategic mind and compassionate leadership keep the Corps unified and motivated. Imagine a scene where Ubuyashiki, with his calm demeanor and wise words, continues to guide his children. He's known for his foresight and tactical acumen. With him at the helm, the Demon Slayers can devise more effective strategies to counter Muzan and his demons. The battle plans would be more cohesive, leveraging the strengths of each Hashira and Slayer. There could be a scenario in a crucial battle where Ubuyashiki's insight leads to a trap that corners an Upper Moon demon. The Corps, working in perfect harmony, overwhelms the demon thanks to Ubuyashiki's strategy. Without the fear of losing their leader, the Demon Slayer Corps would be more unified. The psychological impact of knowing their leader is safe cannot be overstated. The Hashira and the lower-ranking Slayers would fight with renewed vigor, knowing they have a stable command structure. What about the Hashira? Muzan's decision to focus on the Hashira could backfire spectacularly. The Hashira are formidable warriors, and targeting them directly would likely unite them even more. Instead of demoralizing the Corps, Muzan's attacks would galvanize them. With Ubuyashiki's guidance, the Hashira could prepare for Muzan's attacks. They would train harder, develop new techniques, and perhaps even discover more about the nature of Muzan's powers. Ubuyashiki's knowledge and strategic planning would be invaluable in his preparation. Muzan might have thought he was playing it smart, but sometimes the best laid plans of mice and demons go awry. So what if Muzan didn't attack Ubuyashiki? First off, let's look at how Muzan's condition would be different if he didn't attack Ubuyashiki. In the original storyline, Ubuyashiki sacrifices himself in a brilliant but desperate move to poison and weaken Muzan. This poisoning plays a crucial role in the final battle. But what if this never happened? Without Ubuyashiki's trap, Muzan would not be poisoned. This means he would enter the final battle at full strength. Remember how in the original story, Muzan was already a terrifying force to be reckoned with, even while poisoned? Now imagine him without any hindrance. He would be at the peak of his powers, which, frankly, is a nightmare scenario for the Demon Slayer Corps. In the original story, Muzan's poisoned state weakened him significantly. He has to fight not just the Demon Slayers, but also the effects of the poison coursing through his body. This weakness is a key factor that allows Tanjiro, Nezuko, and the Hashira to stand a fighting chance against him. But in this alternate scenario, Muzan doesn't have that handicap. Here's a comparison. In the original story, Muzan is weakened, slower, and has to constantly heal himself from the poison's effects. The Demon Slayers can exploit these weaknesses. In the new scenario, Muzan is at full strength, with no poison to slow him down. His regenerative abilities are unhindered, and he can fight with his full power and speed. How does Muzan's increased strength alter his battle strategies? With the advantage of full strength, Muzan's battle tactics would likely shift from cautious and reactionary, due to his weakened state in the original, to aggressive and overwhelming. Here's how. Aggressive offense. No longer needing to hold back or conserve his strength for regeneration, Muzan could afford to be more ruthless and direct. He could initiate attacks that are not just about defense, but about decimating his opponents quickly. Psychological warfare. A full-strength Muzan wouldn't just be a physical threat, he'd be a massive psychological one as well. Knowing their enemy isn't weakened would put extra pressure on Tanjiro and the gang, possibly leading to hasty decisions or morale dips. Now let's get into the final battle. Without the debilitating poison, Muzan starts the final battle with an overwhelming advantage. His full strength, speed, and regenerative abilities are at their peak, making the early stages of the fight a nightmare for the Demon Slayers. The Hashira and Tanjiro find themselves in a desperate struggle. Muzan's relentless attacks push them to their limits, leading to several near-fatal encounters. The intensity of Muzan's onslaught is unlike anything they've faced before. In the original story, Tanjiro's transformation into a demon temporarily gives him an edge against Muzan. In this alternate scenario, his transformation becomes even more crucial. Facing a fully powered Muzan, Tanjiro's demon form provides the necessary strength and resilience to stand toe-to-toe with the Demon King. Picture Tanjiro, the fiery eyes and demonic strength, clashing with Muzan in a series of epic, high-speed exchanges. The ground trembles with each blow they land. Nezuko, who regains her humanity in the original, must now tap into her demon powers to assist Tanjiro. Her exploding blood technique weakens Muzan's regenerative abilities, providing crucial support in the fight. Imagine Nezuko's blood art creating explosions that momentarily stagger Muzan, giving Tanjiro and the Hashira precious seconds to regroup and counterattack. With Muzan at full strength, the sun-breathing techniques become even more vital. Tanjiro's mastery of these techniques, inherited from his father, becomes the cornerstone of the Demon Slayer's strategy. The Demon Slayers adapt their approach, employing guerrilla tactics to exploit Muzan's weakness. They use their knowledge of Muzan's vulnerabilities to launch hit-and-run attacks, slowly chipping away at his defenses. Without Ubuyashiki's initial sacrifice, the Demon Slayer Corps must heavily rely on Tamayo and Yushiro for alternative plans. Their deep understanding of demon physiology and Muzan's specific weaknesses become crucial. Tamayo, with her vast knowledge of demons, concocts new medicines to weaken Muzan. These medicines, though not as potent as Ubuyashiki's poison, provide a critical edge. Picture Tamayo and Yushiro working frantically in a hidden lab, mixing herbs and creating potions while the battle rages outside. Yushiro's ability to create powerful illusions helps disorient Muzan, providing the Demon Slayers with opportunities to strike. His illusions create phantom attacks that confuse Muzan, giving the Slayers the upper hand in critical moments. The battle reaches its climax with Tanjiro, fully mastering sun-breathing, landing a devastating blow on Muzan. His attack, combined with Nezuko's exploding blood and the Hashira's coordinated efforts, finally breaches Muzan's defenses. Picture the final scene. Tanjiro, with a blazing sword, channels the essence of the sun itself, delivering a strike that pierces Muzan's heart, while Nezuko's blood erupts around them, sealing their victory. In this alternate final battle, the Demon Slayers win, but at a much higher cost. Several key characters are gravely injured or lost, and the battle is longer and more grueling. Muzan's defeat is drawn out and hard-fought, but the Demon Slayer's determination, resilience, and adaptability ultimately prevail. Even in the face of overwhelming power, the unity and courage of the Demon Slayers shine through, proving that the human spirit, when united, can overcome the darkest of evils. Now let's get into the consequences and long-term effects. Following the intense and grueling battle, Muzan Kibutsuji's defeat marks the important moment in the world of Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba. The aftermath of this victory, however, is both triumphant and somber, as the Demon Slayer Corps faces the future with renewed hope and daunting challenges. The Demon Slayer Corps emerges victorious, but deeply scarred. The battle with Muzan has taken a heavy toll, leaving many warriors gravely injured or lost. The organization is significantly weakened, but their success in vanquishing Muzan brings a much-needed end to the Demon Scourge. With Muzan gone, Kagaya Ubuyashiki's leadership becomes crucial in the rebuilding and recovery process. His wisdom and guidance help the Demon Slayer Corps regroup, honor their fallen comrades, and begin the arduous task of restoring their strength. The exploits of Tanjiro Kamado and the remaining Hashira become legendary. Their bravery and sacrifice in the face of overwhelming odds inspire future generations. Tanjiro's use of sun-breathing and the combined efforts of the Hashira become tales of heroism, motivating new Demon Slayers to rise and protect humanity. With the demon threat eradicated, the world begins to heal. And there you have it, folks. After Muzan's defeat, the Demon Slayer Corps is left battered but victorious. Ubuyashiki's leadership is crucial in guiding the recovery and rebuilding efforts. The heroic deeds of Tanjiro and the Hashira become legendary, inspiring future generations. The world begins to heal from the long-standing demon threat, slowly returning to peace. What do you think would happen in this alternate scenario? Let us know in the comments. Are you curious about the strongest characters in Demon Slayer? Well, that's the subject of this other video. Click on this link to see this other cool anime video. Go ahead, click it.